My name is Joseph Raj, and I'm from Brunei Darussalam, which is near Malaysia. I came from India and never felt like I belonged. I turned to Islam early in my life because I wanted to belong. When I was a teenager, I joined the gang. I hated Christians. I hated anybody who were not a Muslim because I thought they were fake, they were hypocrites. In fact, a lot of the Christians that I knew hung out with me in the bar. So I knew they were fake. Every time I saw or came across a Christian, I would pick an argument with them, asking them questions, random questions. It was easy for me to pick on them. I would always win. The pastor, he invited me for coffee the next day, and I have planned my questions. I was planning to ask him my questions, the same similar questions that I asked any other Christians. But he had this calmness in him. And every time I would ask him, he had this calmness in him. He asked me questions that made me think for myself. Every time when I went to bed, the question would come to me, am I going the right path? One day he called me to his house and he handed me this tape. It was a live illustration of what happened in Easter, of how Jesus came, did miracles, and died on the cross for us. Up to the point where he was doing the miracles, I was okay because, I studied that. I learned about Jesus. But after that, the part where he was heading to the cross, I kept asking why. Why would he come and die for me? This is not taught in my religion. I took the dangerous path of reading the Bible because the Word started speaking back to me. And I read this part of the Bible in the scripture that says, I have called you by name. I remember crossing this chapel every day to get to home. Every time I passed this chapel, my head would automatically turn to look at this big cross right in the center of the church. And I would feel the cross calling out my name. At first, it started scaring me, because it would call me by my Muslim name, Yusuf. I did not see the connection because the cross is Christian and I'm a Muslim, and I didn't see the connection. So I went in. One Sunday, I went in, just sat and stared at the cross. It was this presence in that chapel, the holy presence, which I have never felt. It made a whole change in me because in my previous faith, everything was performance-based. For me to earn any kind of entry to heaven, versus Jesus died for me, and now he wants a relationship with me, and he says I'm his. I decided to give my heart to Jesus. Before, I always had to do things to please God. And now, He has done it all for me. And all I have to do is accept it, knowing that Jesus came, died for me. I'm accepted and adopted into His family.